Accuplacer Math Practice Questions. Question 1. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a campus bookstore, a learner completes a method minus selection task. Find the product, -9, 19. Option A, 171. Option B, 10. Option C, 101. Option D, -171. The correct answer is option D, -171. Multiply the absolute values, then determine the sign from the factors. A product of unlike signs is negative, while a product of like signs is positive. Adding the factors or automatically using a positive sign applies the wrong operation or sign rule. Question 2. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a small bakery, a learner completes an error minus analysis task. Evaluate 4 plus 2 times 3/4. Option A, 9 halves. Option B, 1 half. Option C, 10. Option D, 5 halves. The correct answer is option D, 5 halves. Complete the multiplication in the numerator before adding. Treat the entire numerator as one grouped quantity and divide it by the denominator. Dividing only the last term fails to apply the fraction bar to the full numerator. Question 3. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a tutoring center, a learner completes a concept minus comparison task. A paint mixture uses blue and white in a ratio of 4:7. If 16 cups of blue are used, how many cups of white are needed? Option A, 28. Option B, 23. Option C, 112. Option D, 11. The correct answer is option A, 28. Find the scale factor that changes the first ratio term into the given amount. Multiply the second ratio term by the same factor to preserve the mixture. Adding the ratio term or multiplying by the unscaled amount changes the intended proportion.
Stressed about your property and casualty? We can take property and casualty for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 4. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a community garden, a learner completes a calculation check. A team of 5 workers completes 75 units of work equally. What is the unit rate per worker? Option A, 375 units per worker. Option B, 15 units per worker. Option C, 0.07 units per worker. Option D, 70 units per worker. The correct answer is option B, 15 units per worker. Equal productivity per worker is the total output divided by the number of workers. The quotient expresses how much corresponds to a single worker. Multiplication would represent repeated team totals rather than equal sharing. Question 5. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a construction crew, a learner completes a reasoning check. Do the ratios 9:11 and 36:99 form a proportion? Option A, yes, because both terms increased. Option B, yes, because all terms are positive. Option C, no. Option D, not enough information. The correct answer is option C, no. Equivalent ratios must have equal cross products or a common scale factor applied to both terms. Here the two terms change by different factors, so the relationship is not preserved. An increase in every term alone is not evidence of proportionality. Question 6. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a medical clinic, a learner completes a definition minus and minus context task. A value changes from 470 to 241. What is the percent decrease to the nearest tenth? Option A, 95%. Option B, 48.7%. Option C, 229%. Option D, 51.3%. The correct answer is option B, 48.7%. Find the amount of change and divide it by the original value. Multiply the resulting ratio by 100 to express the change. American Samoa a percent. Using the new value as the denominator measures a different comparison. Question 7. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a delivery company, a learner completes an application task. A principal of $2,500 earns $50 in simple interest over 1 year. What annual interest rate was used? Option A, 5,000%. Option B, 50%. Option C, 2%. Option D, 101. The correct answer is option C, 2%. Rearrange I equals PRT to isolate the rate by dividing interest by principal times time. Convert the resulting decimal to a percent by multiplying by 100. Dividing by principal alone gives the total rate across all years. Question 8. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at an online retailer, a learner completes a strategy minus selection task. Convert 24 inches to feet. Option A, 288 feet. Option B, 12 feet. Option C, 2 feet. Option D, 8 feet. The correct answer is option C, 2 feet. Group the inches into sets of 12 because 1 foot equals 12 inches. Divide the inch measurement by 12 to cancel inches and obtain feet. Multiplying moves in the opposite conversion direction.
Are you looking for property and casualty actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access property and casualty study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get property and casualty answer key today.
Question 9. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a phone service plan, a learner completes a representation check, which expression is equivalent to x(2)/x(2), for x is not equal to 0. Option A, x(4), option B, x(0), option C, 101, option D, 1. The correct answer is option D, 1. For division with the same non-zero base, subtract the denominator exponent from the numerator exponent. Common repeated factors cancel from the quotient. Adding exponents would apply to multiplication instead. Question 10. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a science laboratory, a learner completes a final minus verification task. Evaluate 5x plus 6/5 when x equals -4. Option A, -94/5. Option B, 2. Option C, 101. Option D, -14/5. The correct answer is option D, -14/5. Substitute for the variable and simplify the entire numerator first. Then divide the complete numerator by the denominator. Dividing only one term ignores that the fraction bar groups the numerator. Question 11. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a public library, a learner completes a reverse minus reasoning task. For x equals 8, do 1, 9x plus -1, and 9x plus -1 have the same value. Option A, yes. Option B, no, the first is larger. Option C, no, the second is larger. Option D, only when x equals 0. The correct answer is option A, yes. The second expression is obtained by distributing the outside factor across both terms. Substitution confirms that both forms produce the same value for the given input. Equivalent expressions remain equal for every permissible input, not only for 0. Question 12. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a museum exhibit, a learner completes a modeling task. A service charges a $6 fee plus $5 per hour. If the total is $81, how many hours were used? Option A, 16.2, option B, 17.4, option C, 15, option D, 75. The correct answer is option C, 15. Subtract the fixed fee from the total before finding the hourly portion. Divide the remaining cost by the per minus hour rate. Dividing the full total treats the fixed fee as though it were an hourly charge. Question 13. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a school fundraiser, a learner completes a unit minus analysis task. What happens to an inequality symbol when both sides are multiplied by a negative number? Option A, it stays unchanged. Option B, the inequality reverses. Option C, it becomes an equal sign. Option D, the inequality has no solution. The correct answer is option B, the inequality reverses. Multiplication by a negative number reverses order on the number line. The comparison symbol must reverse to preserve a true statement. Leaving the symbol unchanged can turn a true inequality into a false one. Question 14. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a recycling program, a learner completes a boundary minus case check. Table x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, y equals 5, 7, 9, 11. What is the slope? Option A, 5, option B, 2, option C, 7, option D, -2. The correct answer is option B, 2. Compare the change in y for equal changes in x. A constant first difference divided by the x minus step gives the slope. The starting y minus value is the intercept rather than the rate. Question 15. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a sports league, a learner completes a pattern minus recognition task. Table x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, y equals 1, 4, 7, 10. Which equation represents the relationship? Option A, y equals 1x plus 3. Option B, y equals -3x plus 1. Option C, y equals 3x plus 1. Option D, y equals 3x minus 1. The correct answer is option C, y equals 3x plus 1. Use equal x minus steps to find the constant change in y, which is the slope. The y minus value paired with x equals 0 is the intercept. Switching slope and intercept does not reproduce the table. Question 16. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a fitness center, a learner completes a data minus interpretation task. How many solutions does y equals 2x plus minus 4 and y equals 2x plus minus 1 have? Option A, no solution. Option B, one solution. Option C, infinitely many solutions. Option D, two solutions. The correct answer is option A, no solution. The lines have equal slopes but different intercepts. They are parallel and never meet, so no ordered pair satisfies both equations. Equal equations would instead give infinitely many solutions. Question 17. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a hiking club, a learner completes a misconception check if f, x, equals 4x plus minus 3 and f, x, equals minus 19, what is x? Option A, minus 19, option B, minus 4, option C, minus 16, option D, minus 4.75. The correct answer is option B, minus 4. Set the algebraic rule equal to the stated output. Use inverse operations to isolate the input variable. The function value is an output, not automatically the input. Question 18. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a coffee shop, a learner completes a multi-step setup task. A jar has 2 red and 10 blue marbles. What is the probability of not selecting red? Option A, 1/6, option B, 5, option C, 5/6, option D, 6/5. The correct answer is option C, 5/6. With only red and blue marbles, not red means blue, divide the number of blue marbles by the total number of marbles. A complement still uses the complete sample space as the denominator.
Stressed about your property and casualty? We can take property and casualty for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 19. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a city bus route, a learner completes a result minus estimation task. Independent events A and B have probabilities 1/5 and 2/5. What is P, A and B? Option A, 2/25, option B, 3/5, option C, 13/25, option D, 23/25. The correct answer is option A, 2/25. For independent events, the probability of both occurring is the product of their probabilities. Independence means the occurrence of one does not change the other. Adding probabilities is appropriate for certain or situations instead. Question 20. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a theater group, a learner completes a symbolic minus reasoning task. What is the median of 5, 14, 21, 14, 4, 22, 18? Option A, 18, option B, 14, option C, 22, option D, 101. The correct answer is option B, 14. Arrange the data from least to greatest before locating the center. With an odd number of values, the median is the single middle observation. Using the original order can select the wrong value. Question 21. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a campus bookstore, a learner completes a real minus world transfer task. A line of best fit has positive slope. What happens to predicted y as x increases? Option A. The predicted y minus value decreases. Option B. The prediction stays constant. Option C. The slope becomes 0. Option D. The predicted y minus value increases. The correct answer is option D. The predicted y minus value increases. A positive slope means the fitted line rises from left to right. Larger inputs correspond to larger predicted outputs. The intercept affects the starting level but not this direction. Question 22. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a small bakery, a learner completes a solution minus validation task. What is the area of a square with side length 6 units? Option A, 24, option B, 12, option C, 216, option D, 36. The correct answer is option D, 36. A square is a rectangle with equal length and width. Multiply the side length by itself. Multiplying by 4 gives perimeter rather than area. Question 23. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a tutoring center, a learner completes a comparison minus of minus methods task. A right triangle has legs 3 and 4. What is the hypotenuse? Option A, 5, option B, 7, option C, 1, option D, 12. The correct answer is option A, 5. For a right triangle, the sum of the squares of the legs equals the square of the hypotenuse. Square both legs, add, and take the positive square root. Adding the leg lengths directly does not account for the right minus angle geometry. Question 24. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a community garden, a learner completes a quantitative minus claim check, which difference is represented by November 10th minus 1/2. Option A 8/5, Option B 3/5, Option C 5/6, Option D -3/5. The correct answer is Option B 3/5. Rewrite the fractions with a shared denominator before subtracting. Subtract only the adjusted numerators and keep the common denominator. Reversing the order changes the sign, while subtracting denominators separately is not a valid fraction rule. Question 25. In an Accuplacer review focused on math practice questions at a construction crew, a learner completes a test-day decision task. Each notebook costs $34.74. How much do 7 notebooks cost before tax? Option A 243.18, Option B 41.74, Option C 208.44, Option D 4.96. The correct answer is Option A 243.18. The same unit price applies to every notebook, so multiply the price by the quantity. Keeping 2 decimal places preserves standard currency notation. Adding the number of items to the price does not represent repeated cost.